Yo, what it do, y'all? It's your boy King Air the Great, coming at y'all with another video. Kind of tired from the grind, but I'm here to give y'all something at least. So I want to talk about Troy Ave. And do you guys think that 50 Cent indirectly ended this dude's run? I think there's more things to that because I'm going to tell y'all what it is with this situation here. The New York City mixtape album that he dropped was pretty good. I liked it. That song he had, Open It Up, Classic Feel, I liked that, man. It had that old Reasonable Doubt sound. He was looking at like he was trying to bring New York City back, just like many artists. But see, here was the problem with Troy, and this is why I seen it coming. He was very arrogant. I like the cockiness because you got to be confident in how you carry yourself. But he became very arrogant the way he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Starting with the song where he was coming at Kendrick Lamar. And he was kind of thinking he was going to go to 50 Cent route with How to Rob because he patterned a lot of his flow, a lot of his hooks after 50. You can tell 50 Cent's a big influence in Troy Ave. So, Hot 97 was giving him a lot of flack because Kendrick Lamar was probably a favorite. When he was calling him and Joey Badass the weirdo rappers. And at that time, Kendrick couldn't do no wrong. He was seen as the new face of the West Coast. So you coming at him, you was going to catch some flack, especially Rosenberg. Rosenberg probably one of the biggest Kendrick Lamar nut riders out there. And that started things off on the wrong foot for him. But then he got into it with Joey Badass, and then he did a song called Nobody Cares where he mocked Capital Steve's suicide. And that gave him a lot of bad press because he was mocking people that was involved with suicide. And that pissed off a lot of people. And he ended up having to... He had a lot of rappers mad at that too. He had a lot of people saying he crossed the line. It was borderline disrespectful. Crazy thing about it was these were the same niggas that was talking about, slapping moms and shooting grandmothers up. They were going hard, and they were trying to tell Troy Ave to ease it down, which was kind of weird to me. But I digress. But this is what happened here. Listening to some of the songs there, you could tell it was like G-Unit flavor. And it kind of felt like dude was trying to recreate 50 Cent's energy. And he had a song with Tony Yayo on there. Because G-Unit was they were going at it. They wanted the best of terms at that time. So he put Tony Yayo on the album. Then he does the song My Style using 50's style. And then he brings Lloyd Banks up there on the song. And Lloyd Banks just pops up out of nowhere with Your Style. And it kind of felt like, is this dude is he trolling 50 Cent? Is he paying homage to 50 Cent? Because now he's bringing the dudes that he came up with on his songs, and it sounds like 50 Cent material. It looked kind of odd. Then you look at the mixtape covers, and they were identical to how G-Unit did their mixtape covers. So, and knowing this afterwards, 50 goes ahead and reunites G-Unit. He put the whole crew back together in 2013 to 2014, and that crushed everything Troy Ave did afterwards. Now, he sucked the momentum out of that dude, because it seemed like at first, I don't think 50 being the petty guy that he was, I don't think he was feeling Troy kind of like rocking with his old bandmates. Then he's using his style to do it. Because if you listen to a lot of Troy Ave's music, that's a lot of 50 in that. But 50 also did a song with Troy. He's probably trying to do it to make it up to him, but clearly that was a troll move. 50 went ahead and maneuvered on Troy as he was making that branch out. But then he started involving Puffy. I think Puffy was on that My Style remix, Puffy Mace. Let me look it up. Hold on one second. Yeah, he had Puffy, he had T.I., and he had Mace up there. So that gave 50 more more of an axe to grind, so to speak, because he can't stand Diddy and he can't stand Mace, so he sabotaged this dude's run. And Troy haven't really been the same since. Then after he get into that whole issue with Taxstone, the shooting go down at the plaza. Then he gets into it with Joe Budden. Then he gets into it and he drops an album called Nupoc, even though I liked it. His career haven't really recovered. And you can mix that with coming in the game with bad press, with bad energy. Then you going to mimic 50 Cent, who was possibly one of the biggest trolls and one of the biggest pettiest dudes out there. Then you're gonna bring his crew on your songs. It made it like you were trying to redo G Unit, and you know 50 he don't like that. So he basically sabotaged this dude for what it looks like, and he really hasn't recovered since. But Troy Ave is he's a pretty cool cat, man. I mean, my man's met him. He's a nice guy and everything, but I think he just turned his character up, and which a lot of rappers do. He turned his character up to, to get those streams. But I want to know what you guys think. Did 50 sabotage this dude's career, man? Because ever since then, he hasn't had really no big features. And if y'all remember that time, look at the timing. He puts out Your Style, then he puts out the remix, then 50 reunites G Unit for Summer Jam, and it took away all his momentum for the minute, and he never really recovered since. Even though he did a song with him, it don't matter. That was business. So, what do you guys think, man? Did 50 sabotage Troy Ave's run, or it was just a coincidence? Let me know. Holla.